Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Soccer on HCAM. I am Peter Thomas, and with me today is my broadcast partner, Nate Thomas, and we've got the wonderful John Melton subbing in on camera today. Just in a pinch hit. Thank you, John. All right, it is a beautiful day in Hopkinton today, partly sunny, 60 degrees. We got about a minute for kickoff. What you are looking at is the Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity soccer, who went 17-0-1, taking on Plymouth North today. The Hillers have been tremendous. That is the tied for the best record in school history. They had outstanding play from their forwards, Georgie Clark and Joe DuPont, along with their very creative playmaker, number 10, Madison Recupero. Nate, I am looking at this Hillers roster, and I don't see any weakness. They seem to be very strong on any level.
No, they were very, very strong in all positions throughout the regular season. No astounding weaknesses throughout the lineup. Very, very well-rounded team.
And speaking of the lineup there, we're going to get into the starting lineup for the Hopkinton Hillers. You've got goalkeeper Ayla Chase, the sophomore, Alex Clark, and Georgie Clark coming on. Joe DuPont at the forward spot. Juliana Gronsos, the senior captain defender, who has anchored that defense all year long. Steph Johnson and Oniga Kulkarni get the spot in the midfield. Ashley McCann at the right defense. Number 10, Madison Recupero, the assists leader for the team, kicks it off in the midfield with Nina Zuganatis at the 6. And finally, Sophia Zuganatis at the defensive spot. Now, looking at the Plymouth North girls soccer. Amelia Fenley, the goalkeeper spot. Darby Mento, Ayla Flockton, and Avery Curtis take the spots. Emmy Rush, Abby Chambers, Addie Pye, Gracie Mannion, Tess Driscoll, Elise Micah, and finally McKenna Foley round out the starting 11. And we are off to the races here. Both teams give themselves a cheer, and they take to the field as they huddle. I tell you, this is a win or go home game, Nate. This is the round of 32. The Hillers had a bye coming into this one. But I tell you what, both teams want to punch their ticket to the Sweet 16, and it's anybody's guess about how that's going to go. The Plymouth North just played a tough game against Cambridge. It was a tie, went to penalty kicks, so this could go any direction.
Yeah, 0-0 game. Plymouth North already got some playoff action under their belts for this season. Hopkinton coming off fresh legs. We'll see who can take an advantage the fastest. Quick start, that's what we're looking for.
You are looking at Georgie Clark, who has 16 goals on the season, and I believe about 55 career goals. I could be off by one there, but she is a force. Georgie Clark over the ball right now for the Hillers. Looking at Joe DuPont on the far side.
Another player to watch too, Madison Recupero, as we kick off here. Madison Recupero was second in the team in goals and number 1 in assists with 28 total goal contributions. She's a player to watch carrying the Hopkinton team.
Absolutely. Kulkarni up to Madison Recupero. Already sizing her defender up, turning and burning. Kulkarni with the ball through. Here comes Kulkarni marching down to the left side. Joe DuPont on her left. Kulkarni tries to find DuPont, but it's taken out of bounds by Plymouth North. Number 24, Elise Micah, the center defender. Here comes the Hillers for the throw-in. Nice throw-in to Madison Recupero, who's at the top of the box, the 18. She tries to get some room, but can't. Back to Nina TZ. Madison loses her step and slips and falls. But here comes Plymouth North on the counterattack. And it's going to go out for a Plymouth North throw-in. Nope, a Hillers throw-in, correction. Number 26, Ashley McCann will throw it in. Here comes the ball. Coming across the box, Georgie Clark trying to operate. Up, Joe DuPont, Georgie Clark there. Moving right, moving left. Gets the shot off, and it's wrapped up by goalkeeper Amelia Fenley. Georgie Clark looking for the upper left side, and the Hillers off to a great start.
Yeah, great shot with their off-foot left right there. Immediately testing the goalkeeper, trying to boost this Hopkinton offense to a quick advantage.
Kulkarni brings the ball down. Plymouth North has got the ball. That'd be number 10. Number 10, Madison Recupero back. Here comes Joe DuPont streaking down the left side. Joe DuPont will get into the corner. She's squared up by number 2, Darby Mento. Joe DuPont pulls it back. Comes across, finds Madison Recupero back in the middle. Who finds number 20, Steph Johnson. She was waiting to get open there, and now Nina TZ with the ball. She's going to reset that Hillers offense. Oh, a little misstep, and Plymouth North takes advantage of it. Number 3 on the right, Sophia Zuganatis. No problem. Back to Juliana Granzos, who collects it. Sophia Zuganatis battling against Avery Curtis there. Physical battle there between those two. And Plymouth North takes the throw in. Number 23, Plymouth North, Tess Driscoll with the throw in off of Steph Johnson, and Plymouth North is going to reset on the near side. Throw ball thrown in, flicked on by number 5, Avery Curtis. And the ball goes back. It's going to go all the way back to Ayla Chase, who's going to collect that ball and distribute it to Alex Clark, who swings it from right to left. Clark, who has wheels. Here she comes, advancing the Hillers offense into the third. Here she comes on the left side, taken away, but momentarily disrupted and earning the Hillers a throw-in on the far side there. Ashley McCann, here comes the ball. Brought down by Joe DuPont, back to Nina TZ. Here comes, she's looking for the through ball, up to Georgie Clark. There's Madison Recupero just following. Madison to her left. Oh, it's just deflected at the last minute off of McKenna Foley and into the hands of goalkeeper Amelia Fenley. So, Hillers putting a lot of pressure on early here.
Yeah, getting off to a fast start, trying to gain an early advantage within the first few minutes, trying to take Plymouth North off a little bit, but so far Plymouth North holding strong. Goalie doing well. We'll see what the Hopkinton offense can bring to the table thus far.
Inbound from Sophia. Madison doing the little razzle-dazzle thing she does. Here comes to the corner. She's going to put one move on. Going to her right. Little crossover, little step over. She's so patient. She's looking up to see where are they going. Left, right. Here she comes. Oh! And it's just deflected at the last minute by McKenna Foley and in for a throw for the Hillers, but deep, deep in the corner. Ball in by Sophia TZ. Steph Johnson after it. It's deflected away. Nina Zuganatis resets back to Juliana Granzos, who's going to swing it around to Alex Clark in the middle. Going to reset the point of attack now. Alex Clark with plenty of time. She dribbles in. She finds McCann out on the left. McCann just stepping in is the Plymouth North defender, Grace Mannion, to kick it out of bounds, and the Hillers are resetting. Here comes the throw in. Finding Georgie Clark in the box with her back to the goal. But Plymouth North able to get and intercept that and disrupt it. Oh, here comes Georgie collapsing. Hillers defenders everywhere. Alex Clark facing up. She's going to take that, and the ball is going to go out of bounds for a Hillers throw, and Ashley McCann will reset. Ashley McCann in to Oniga Kulkarni, who takes it down, her back to the goal. She resets to Alex Clark. Plenty of time back there for her to move. Back to Juliana Granzos. Back to Alex Clark. Clark sees DuPont with the through ball. DuPont fending off her defender there. Lots of pressure. Steph Johnson's got the ball in the switch. She's looking for Sophia Zuganatis, who came slashing down the right side. Sophia loses the ball, and it's taken away. But Juliana Granzos is there, able to collect it. Reset. Madison Recupero denied the ball by number 26, McKenna Foley. McKenna Foley obviously watching the film and seeing what Madison can do. Here comes Alex Clark, streaking down the middle to Onigal Kulkarni. Here comes the buildup, looking for DuPont. DuPont chases down, but Amelia Fenley off her line to collect that ball in. Plymouth North will reset. Ball is kicked away by Amelia Fenley. Juliana Granzos collects it. Tries to get it to Steph Johnson. She does. Sophia TZ right there, moving up the line to Georgie Clark. Georgie Clark trying to create some space. Here she comes. Number 4, hot on her field. Ayla Flockton, hot on her heels. Joe DuPont resets to Steph Johnson. Steph Johnson looks inbound for Georgie Clark. Great ball movement from the Hillers. This is how they set it up. Georgie, little right, left, little right. Tries to get the shot off, but denied. Good shot just over the woodwork by Oniga Kulkarni, and they'll get a goal kick. Timeout called by Plymouth North. Coach Eric Foley wants to have a word with his team. And while they do that, we're going to step aside. You are watching Hillers Soccer on HCAM. Out of the break, you are watching the Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity soccer take on Plymouth North today. The game is tied in the 34th minute of the first half, but it has been pretty much all Hillers in this first half, Nate.
Yeah, Plymouth North Head coach just calling a timeout there, get the team reset, keep them calm and confident, just so they can get the team on board with the game plan once more.
Ball cleared away, but here comes Madison Recupero on number 5 there, Avery Curtis. Avery Curtis works it away. The ball is in. That's going to bounce into Ayla Chase's confident hands. Ayla Chase going to probably, let's see what she does. Looks like she's going to punt it away. Motioning her defenders to move up. There's the punt. Down to the near side. Steph Johnson giving chase. Steph Johnson muscling up there against number 23, Tess Driscoll, who takes it, and it's going to go out of bounds for a Hiller throw-in. Sophia TZ, number 3 there, with the throw-in on the near side. Ball's thrown in. Madison Recupero collects, brings it down. Plymouth North able to kick it out. Into Steph Johnson, who's got all kinds of time. Here she moves toward the middle. Number 5, Avery Curtis, right on her to Onigal Kulkarni, who flicks it on behind her, looking for Ashton McCann, who is streaking up that left side, but it's intercepted. Kulkarni resets to Alex Clark, and the ball goes out of bounds. Plymouth North with a throw, and number 12, Addie Pye on it. Ball's inbound. The girls trading it back and forth. Looks like Kulkarni out there to Madison Recupero. That's too much space. If you're Plymouth North, you cannot leave her there. Addie Pye resets. Goes off Steph Johnson, and it's going to go out for a throw-in.
Steph Johnson doing a little bit of everything in the mix right now in the middle. Playing defense, making good passes. One of, if not her first game back from injury, she's doing an excellent job so far.
And that's a good battle between her and number 5, Avery Curtis of the Plymouth North Eagles. Curtis wins that one. Up to number 10, Abby Chambers, who works it around. Plymouth North trying to make something happen there. 15, Grace Mannion giving chase, but Alex Clark is just too fast for her, and she gets it. But ball comes up, and Plymouth North tries to keep the game alive there. Settled down by Nina Zuganatis. Back to Steph Johnson, who tries to make it go, but they just dispossess there. Here comes Madison Recupero. They're calling for a handball on that. Madison Recupero somehow won it. Juliana Grantos with the head over to Alex Clark, but somebody's got to get to it. There you go. Finally, she steps in. Here come the Eagles. They're putting some pressure on that back line. McCann clears it away. Well done by Alex Clark. Oniga Kulkarni with plenty of time to move. Here she goes. Out to Recupero. Darby Mento, number 2 there of the Eagles, just stepped in to save that at the last minute. That was good. Madison was going to be off to the races. And the Hillers reset. Alex Clark, plenty of time to move. Here she comes, moving up. Alex Clark does that so well, getting into the attack. As a defender, she loves to come up and get that offense going. Here comes Georgie. Moves to her right. Georgie with all kinds of space. Clearing room. She pulls back. She looks, surveys. Here comes a runner. And no surprise, it's Joe DuPont showing for the ball. Joe DuPont resets. Oh, what a wonderful move from Georgie Clark, who's one-on-one with the goal. She shoots, and it's saved by Amelia Fendley, who came sliding out. That was a gorgeous pass from Joe DuPont in the seam.
Yeah, great job by Joe DuPont getting that ball off her feet, and a great ball to Georgie right there, Hopkinton's leading goal scorer. Good shot, just didn't quite have the angle on it to get it past the keeper. Great save.
Boy, you don't see her miss from that range very much in a one-on-one situation, Nate.
No, I mean, her 16 goals on the season speaks for herself. She's done better every year, and that was a great save by the goalkeeper for Plymouth North there.
It really was, and I'm taking a look at that Plymouth North goalkeeper, and she seems a little shaken up after that one. Yeah. But she's still in the game. You got to respect the hustle. Here come the Hillers again on the left side. Ashton McCann streaking down. Madison Recupero coming in, looking through the seam. There's Joe DuPont with a turn and a shot, and it's saved. Here comes DuPont again, and the bodies are flying everywhere. The ball goes out. Steph Johnson giving Avery Curtis chase. Plymouth just resetting. They've got to take a breather because the attack has been relentless. In goes the ball. Sophia to Madison Recupero, who's working her magic, trying to get down to the end. She's going to find another throw in for herself down there. The Hillers moving all around that Plymouth North defense. The Eagles seem desperately confused, and they're just stretching out, trying to save whatever they can. DuPont operating in the 18 with her back to the goal. Back to Madison, who's going to find a moving Nina Zuganatis. Steph Johnson wide open with a shot, but it's too low, and it's deflected. Number 8, Emmy Rush. That's going to go all the way back. Alex Clark has her back to the goal. She's going to pass it to Ayla Chase just to reset. Smart play on the defense. Here come the Hillers to swing it around. Grantos wide open. Grantos taking a look. Grantos up the right side. to Joe DuPont. Ayla Flockton on DuPont, making her make a move. Ball goes back to Alex Clark. Tries to find Madison, but it's broken up. McCann settles the ball down. McCann will step over. Now she'll reset to Ayla Chase. Ayla to Alex Clark. Alex Clark's going to start moving that attack forward again like she does. Out to Ashley McCann. Down the left side, into Oniga. Just a little bit out of her reach. Wasn't able to collect it. Here come the Eagles. Eagles trying to get any kind of passing going, but they're just too disrupted by the Hillers, who definitely came to play today. Alex Clark finds Ashley McCann out to the left side. The Hillers will try it again. Coming up, they're at about the 50-point. Here comes Madison. Madison shakes her defender loose. Resets to McCann. Madison trying to get free again, and she does. Madison down the left side. Deflected out of bounds by the Eagles. It'll be a Hiller throw.
The Hopkinton team has done a very good job of staying patient so far, getting their opportunities where they can, not forcing anything, both on the offensive and defensive front.
Georgie Clark, Madison Recupero, nice combination down in the corner. Madison up to the top of the box. Joe DuPont's waiting, and it's a shot, and it's saved! Saved by Amelia Fenley, but that was a wonderful combination between Georgie Madison and Joe DuPont. Ball kicked away to the midfield. Won by Nina TZ in the air. Nice win by Madison. Here comes Joe DuPont with a defender on her hip. That's number 23, Tess Driscoll. Giving chase. Joe's going to see what she can do. And it's deflected off of Driscoll, and that will be a substitution for the Hillers.
Yeah, for a substitution, we have Marin O'Connor, number 9, replacing Steph Johnson, number 20, in there in the midfield. Marin has had 6 goals in her first season with the Hopkinton Varsity team. We'll see what kind of impact she can have off the bench as the first sub for this.
Excellent production
attack
from Marin O'Connor this year indeed, and she's very, very fast. So here comes the throw in for the Hillers on the near side. Ball's in, flicked on by DuPont. Here comes Nina TZ streaking through but can't get the body on it. Madison collects a little bit to the right. She resets. She's got plenty of time there. A little step over. Finds Alex Clark there. Alex Clark turns to Marin O'Connor. Nobody on her. Marin O'Connor standing up that defense to Oniga. Oniga trying to collect. Just out of reach from her. Oh, but she finds Georgie, who tries a little back heel to Joe, but it is deflected by the Eagles. So Madison Recupero with plenty of time and resets to Sophia. The Hiller movement is just so confusing. There's always an option. There's just always an option for them. It just confuses defenses, and that's why they've been so successful this year. Number 3, Sophia TZ with the throw-in. Finds Marin O'Connor, who takes a shot in the back, but finds her footing again. To Alex Clark. Number 10, Abby Chambers putting some pressure on Alex Clark. It's a good battle between them. But that combination of Julia Grantos coming to bail it out works every time. And they switch the point of attack. Ashley McCann waiting there. Backs to Alex Clark, who will clear it up the field. Joe DuPont checks in to collect the ball. There's Marin O'Connor coming off the right side. Sophia making the run near side, but she uses Joe DuPont as the option. And there's Marin O'Connor with the ball again. Looking far side, there's Ashley McCann. Wide open on the far side. McCann at the 18. Turns to the left, turns to the right. Takes a shot, it's deflected. Georgie Clark giving chase and tangles up with the goalkeeper, and they're going to call that a foul on Georgie Clark. Amelia Fenley, the referees say, had the ball, but that's Georgie Clark doing what she does. Just making herself a nuisance down there.
Great game so far by the Plymouth North goalkeeper, 00s. She's doing a great job keeping the ball in the net thus far. And has had a couple of very good saves to keep her team in the game.
Ball kicked away. Georgie deflects it, brings it down to Joe. Joe DuPont collecting the ball. She's got number 4, Ayla Flockton looking at her. Marin O'Connor with time. Marin's going to reset it to Alex Clark, who's taking a look to her left, finds McCann up there again, goes through her feet, and it's out of bounds for a Hiller throw. Ashley McCann. McCann in the ball. There's Madison Recupero. You cannot leave her open. If you are the Eagles, you got to be better than that. She will hurt you. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is a Eagle throw. They're going to take a substitution, it looks like.
We have another sub, Brielle Howard, coming in. She is a freshman. This is her first season with the team, replacing number 15, Grace Mannion, out there on the offensive wing.
Eagles throw it in. Oniga Kulkarni with the header. trying to bring it down. Georgie comes back. There's Madison Recupero looking for Joe. Right to Joe's feet. Turns, shoots. Deflected. But here comes Marin O'Connor with a step to the left, step to the right. She scoots, and she scores. It's a goal for Marin O'Connor. What a tremendous shot. All she had to do was find some daylight.
Yeah, Marin O'Connor with the great shot from the top of the box there off a deflection with her off foot, her left, and she just slotted it home right past the keeper. Great setup, great finish for the Hopkinton Hillers for the 1-0 advantage.
Marin O'Connor puts her 7th goal of the year in, her first in the postseason. She is just so opportunistic, and I'll tell you what, that bodes well for Hopkinton's future because Marin O'Connor most certainly will have a starting spot on that team next year. Here we go again. Recupero to Nina TZ, to Gronsos, to Alex Clark in the middle, who will shift. Oh, nope, she'll take it back up the middle. And there's Madison who dummies it to Georgie Clark. Georgie Clark seeing Matt. Oh, she was looking for O'Connor to make that run. Nice step over from Nina TZ. Such a physical player. And Joe DuPont is one-on-one. Joe DuPont with the ball. Still not gathered, but finally Amelia Finley jumps on it. What a wonderful sequence that was for the Hillers.
And going back to that goal by Marin O'Connor, once again the first sub off the bench, that's exactly the kind of energy from his backups that Coach Tom Skiba is looking for. That's exactly what he was preaching to the team. So we'll look for that with more incoming subs that come in as well throughout the game.
Look out, here come the Eagles. A collision down there between Alex Clark and Abby Chambers and Ayla Chase. But ultimately the ball is cleared away. It's an Eagle throw in there. Oh, errant throw, but back to the Eagles, and it's cleared away by Nina TZ. Nina TZ, she does not screw around in the back, man. When the ball is down there, she knows what she's got to do. Just get it out of the danger zone.
Yeah, Hopkinton defense has looked a little sketchy at some points so far, a little wary about what to do with the ball, but solid foundations from the players, solid job keeping the ball out of the net and not putting too much pressure on Ayla Chase for that role. So great job thus far from the defense and Nina TZ as well in that defensive midfield position.
Recupero finds Georgie, who turns to her left with a tries to thread the needle through to Joe DuPont with the outside of her foot, just couldn't do it. And the Eagles break up the play, but Nina TZ again there. Marin trying to get out of her way, say, where do you want me to go, kid? Here's Sophia TZ coming up, and they're redirecting it. Say, let's switch the field, girls. And Ashley McCann off to the left side. Marin finds her. Oh, but it's intercepted by number 12, Addie Pye. Alex Clark chasing it down on the right side. Alex Clark back to Ayla Chase. Ayla Chase with her feet back to Alex Clark. Alex Clark squares up number 18, Brielle Howard. Alex Clark with a little razzle-dazzle finds the open. Ashley McCann out there, and the ball goes out of bounds for an Eagle throw-in.
Hopkinton team so far have been masters of the through ball as well, trying to give Joe DuPont and Georgie those open lanes by playing them through and giving them the best opportunities they can to add on to the tally.
21 minutes remaining in the first half. We're going to get a call. That's going to go the Hillers' way. A little too much shoulder there. Hiller girls lead Plymouth North 1-0. You are watching the MIAA round of 32 on HCAM. I'm Peter Thomas along with my broadcast partner Nate Thomas, and we've got John Melton on the camera today. Juliana Gronsos brings it off to the right side. She's got plenty of time to look and see what's going on. Marin O'Connor, defender on her back, switches off to Sophia TZ. Here comes Madison Recupero. Good battle there with number 26, McKenna Foley between Madison and McKenna. Gronsos, number 10, here comes Abby Chambers trying to pressure Gronsos. Abby Chambers making her presence felt, and it's going to be a Hiller throw-in. Nice battle there between those two.
Yes, Juliana Gronsos has been a very solid player in her captain role, both as a leader and a defensive anchor for this Hopkinton defense that has performed so well all year. I'd like to continue the shutout streak today.
Look at how they move that ball around in the back. Just so calm. Just so calm. Here come the Eagles, though. That's Abby Chambers again, number 10. Madison, the number 10 on the Hillers. Look at it break free. Oniga finds her. Georgie's got her on the runoff. Little dump off for Madison. Madison finds some space. That's number 4, Ayla Flockton, stepping up to her. Oniga with 2 on her. Oniga looks back to the right, finds the open Nina TZ, and through to Georgie Clark. Georgie with her back to the defender. Here, the little step over, and here she comes into the 18. Clark is free, one-on-one. Georgie to the side, but it's deflected. Georgie Clark recovers, Georgie Clark still got the ball with 2 defenders on her, bottled up, and it's finally cleared out by the Eagles. But there's Ashley McCann looking to do some more damage. Madison gets it dispossessed there. Back in, Marin O'Connor brings it down. Madison finding a way to recover that ball, and she does. She's looking for an option. Who's her option? There you go. She dumps it off to Juliana Granzos. Here comes Marin O'Connor, 1 defender on her left shoulder. She shakes to her right shoulder. Marin O'Connor moving across. Looks fine. Annika Kulkarni. Annika Kulkarni looking off. There's Alex Clark. And Alex has plenty of time to look up and see what to do. There she goes. Georgie with her back to it. The other Clark. Wide open Alex with a shot. But it's up off to the left. Good idea for Alex Clark. Just getting into the game.
Plymouth North has done a good job of containing Madison Recupero so far. They know her reputation as a player and what she has in her repertoire as an athlete and a soccer player for this Hopkinton girls varsity team. And Plymouth North has done a good job containing her so far, so she can't hurt them in that upper front.
Ball in, Madison Recupero. Swinging it out. There's Ashley McCann with the ball. And Alex Clark. Back to McCann. Here come up the left side, Georgie Clark. Annika Kulkarni there with the ball. She's going to swing it back to the left side. Finds Alex Clark as the drop-off pass. Joe DuPont with her back to the goal. Joe DuPont still has the ball with the pink cleats there. And here comes Nina Zuganatis. Nice little dummy from Madison. Georgie Clark, defender. What a pullback. Annika streaking through. Annika taking a shot. Annika looking to make something happen but couldn't. Number 24, Elise Micah, takes her off the ball. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. But what a beautiful little play that was from a combination play between Annika and Georgie.
Yeah, Georgie's had a couple of those balls where, just a little one-touch flick-ons for her players, set up her teammates for a couple of opportunities so far in this game. She'll like to continue that production and continue being the unselfish player she has been so far.
Marin O'Connor, defender on her right shoulder. She's trying to find some freedom, and she does. She dumps it to Alex Clark, who's got all kinds of time. You could see the Hillers' attack is bringing those forwards back. Georgie Clark into the box, into the 18, but number 26. Oh, Madison deflects it, and here's Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor at about 25 yards finds Georgie Clark. Said, hey, go to work in the corner, girl. She's got number 2 on her, and she earns a corner kick. Quick corner kick into the ball. Madison Recupero in the corner. This is a deadly combination for the Hillers. Madison to Georgie, they have combined on so many goals this year. Madison moving around, and they reset. And there is Ashley McCann, who pops it in, but it is deflected by an Eagle. Ball into Annika Kulkarni, but it is wrapped up by Amelia Fenley.
The Hillers' passing has been spot on today, being unselfish players and setting up their teammates for some golden opportunities so far. This is a surefire way to add on to their 1-0 lead and start to put the light out for Plymouth North.
16 minutes, 32 seconds in this first half of action between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Plymouth North Eagles. Hillers lead 1-0 on a opportunistic goal in the box by Marin O'Connor. Sophia Zuganatis with the throw-in to the aforementioned O'Connor, who has the ball deflected and taken away. Looks like it's going to roll back. Goalkeeper Ayla Chase will pick it up. Chase rolls it to the feet of Alex Clark, who's going to get the attack engine going. Clark finds Ashley McCann out on the left side. McCann back to Clark. To Annika Kulkarni in the middle. Switches the point to Juliana Granzos, and there's Marin with number 23, Tess Driscoll on her shoulder denying Marin the ball. To number 5 there, Avery Curtis for Plymouth North. Plymouth North putting a nice string of passes together here, trying to get something going. Looks like a shot there. They want a foul from the bench. They think that Brielle Howard got fouled out there, but the refs let it play. Here comes Kulkarni, bringing it down. She's at the 35. Kulkarni surveying the landscape. That's Joanna DuPont. Just slightly offside. The referee was standing right there.
Couple of substitutions here coming in for Plymouth North as well. Getting ready to come in, and one for Hopkinton as well.
Ball away, and it's up. Joe DuPont giving chase to try to save that throw in, but she's not able to quite get there.
Yeah, here come our subs, and we have number 6, Laura Mosier, junior defender, coming in for Sophia TZ, replacing her on that right end. And for Plymouth North, we have numbers 11 and 21, replacing numbers 4 and 10 for the Plymouth North
That's
squad.
11, Kylie Cook, and number 21, Sophia Vangnini. So here comes Marin O'Connor. She's got some time on the center of the field there. She's moved it up. Oh, Madison Recupero just takes a shot from McKenna Foley. Obviously, McKenna has done her work today. She knows that the engine goes through Madison. She is being about as physical as she can get away with. Oniga in a battle out there on the sideline to try to save the ball, and she does. Oniga to Madison. Madison is free. Here comes Madison. Oh, nice little touch from Georgie to Maddie. Georgie recovers the ball. Georgie moving down to the side. She's got number 24, Elise Micah on her. Georgie cuts back to the right. Georgie cuts to the left. She stutter steps. Georgie on the 18 with a shot. And it's wrapped up by Amelia Fenley. You could see Georgie's got that hunger in her eyes.
Yeah, and the goalie did a good job anticipating that shot as well. Georgie going for the near bottom corner, and goalie was right there to make that stop. Good job. Another good save for the keeper.
Another good header by Madison Recupero. Mosier's in the ball there. Given up there to number 21, sorry, that's Sophia Vangnini, who just checked into the game. She and Mosier tangling up, but the Hillers recover it. Here comes Joe DuPont. Joe DuPont turns to her right, finds Madison Recupero. Just stepped in front of by a Plymouth North Eagle. Disrupted, and Alex Clark has it. She'll reset. Juliana Grantos, plenty of time to operate down there. She looks up, finds Laura Mosier open on the right side. Mosier with the ball, collects, gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor takes a look. What do I got? She tries to make the hard play to Alex Clark. It doesn't work, but finally Grantos gets to Alex Clark. Now here come the pressure from the Eagles. Alex has got to get rid of it, and she does. Oniga shows for it. Oniga sees it. McCann down the left side. That's how you open the play up. McCann, all kinds of daylight out there. Here comes McCann with a little step back. She's going to find somebody in the box. Who is that? Georgie Clark. Who else could it be but Georgie Clark? And just at the last minute with her big toe, number 24, Elise Micah, clears it out for the Plymouth North Eagles.
Hopkinton has found a lot of freedom on that far side, playing those throw balls to Ashley McCann. The midfielders and Alex Clark doing a great job getting the ball to her. And that was how the first goal was created too. So Coach Skibo will look to tell his team to continue doing that, find those open seams and take advantage of them to add on to the goals.
So Hillers resetting. Alex Clark, all kinds of time, looking to say, hey, what are we going to do? Who's going to show for it? It's Joe DuPont that is rewarded with the ball. But the Eagles disrupt that play, and now we're going to have a reset all the way back to Ayla Chase. Now, Juliana Grantos, number 17, our captain, is going to bring the ball into space. Grantos, plenty of time to move. She's taking a look. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? She's got Mosier ahead of her. Mosier making that run down the right side. Cleared out by number 11, Kylie Cook, with a smart play because Mosier was all over that. Here comes Mosier with a long throw in.
Good run by Mosier too on that far side. Wasn't a lot of options there, and she created some room, led to a Hopkinton throw, and a good run.
Georgie Clark with a step over, a little step over, and a shot, and it's deflected again. And it is going to be offside. I believe the referee is calling an offside play there because it deflected off of a defender to a Hiller. So that is offside. Now, Plymouth North Eagles will get an opportunity to move the ball up the field. Here they go. Ball comes in. Marin O'Connor takes it down. Tess Driscoll of the Eagles wins it. Here comes Grantos. Grantos takes a look. What do we got? She resets back to Ayla Chase, who plays it with her feet. She's going to find Alex Clark coming back and checking in. Alex Clark surveys the field, finds some space. Who's she going to go to? Still with the ball. And she decides to dump it off into the back and just see if her forwards can run onto it. Kulkarni wins it. That'll go out of bounds for Plymouth North. Throw in, and they're going to make a substitution with 10 minutes left in the game.
With triple T's coming in. Numbers 8, 10, 15, replacing number 7, 21. 7, 21, and 18, I believe, for Plymouth North. Plymouth North.
And you'll remember number 10, Abby Chambers there, was their starting forward, the junior. So expect to see some more pressure from Chambers on the Hillers' back line.
Just giving them a quick break, letting them get some fresh legs back, get some energy, try to level this up.
Ball's in, but Alex Clark's got it. Marin O'Connor's got it now, settles it down. Let's see. Let's go, Kulkarni. Here she comes. She's looking to pass it off. Mosier making the run on the far side. Avery Curtis kicks it out of bounds to give her team a chance just to reset.
Here comes number 7, Fotini Gronzos, replacing Joe DuPont up top. Fotini has had a good year. She has 2 goals and 2 assists on the year, productive player, replacing Joe DuPont, who has had a great game thus far.
Here comes the ball into Mosier. Mosier finds Fotini Gronzos. Gronzos back to Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor resets to Alex Clark. Alex Clark quickly brings it to Nina TZ, who finds Ashley McCann on the left side. All day long she's open on that left side. Back into Kulkarni. Kulkarni squares up, dumps it off to O'Connor. O'Connor squaring up against her defender. Madison Recupero wide open. Who she got? Little move to the right. Madison Recupero finds daylight, and it's off the post. Here comes Georgie Clark. That was an incredible strike from Madison Recupero. Ball still in play. Ashley McCann back into Kulkarni. Kulkarni in the box. Shot off the bar again. And Fotini elevates it into the hands of Amelia Fenley. Wow. 2 shots off the top of the crossbar. I tell you, Amelia Fenley's prayers were answered this morning.
Yeah, quite the sequence there for both the Hillers, getting some offensive attack. Madison Recupero with a beautiful shot right off the bar. And just great offensive firepower so far from the Hillers on that sequence, trying to add on to the lead.
Number 4, Ayla Flochting coming in to give number 2, Darby Mento, a break. Ayla Flochting, the captain, head captain for the Eagles. So it'll be an Eagles throw at about the midfield on the far side. Ball comes in. Kulkarni on it. No, Nina TZ up to Georgie Clark. Georgie Clark back to the defender. Sees Madison, dumps it off. Madison with a clever little step back, and here she goes. Madison is off to the races. She's at the 25. She's on a mission. She wants a goal. She passes it off to Gronzos. Fotini back to Maddie. Maddie back to Fotini. And it's broken up by the Eagles. Boy, you can see Madison is greedy now. She does not like being denied by that post. Here she comes. Ashley McCann with a good play to break it up. Alex Clark. It'll go out for a Hiller throw in. Ashley McCann will take the throw.
Great job by the Hillers defense so far. 7 minutes left. Pitching a shutout, 0 goals allowed. Ayla Chase has not had much to do on that back end. Hopkinton defense doing a good job keeping Plymouth North out of the lower thirds and keeping a pressure on the Plymouth North defense at a high.
Ayla Chase will punt it away. Marin O'Connor going to fetch it. Bounces there, and it's collected. Mosier with the header. Down to Madison, who collects it, brings it down. Madison Recupero looking to make a play happen here. She drops it back to Juliana Gronzos. Gronzos to Alex Clark. Alex Clark looking to Ashley McCann. Again, open all day on that left side. Plymouth North is going to have to tighten that up. Here comes Georgie Clark. Still on the ball, Georgie. Good defense there by Ayla Flochting, who just came into the game. Marin O'Connor has the ball now. Nina TZ in a nice battle there with Emmy Rush. Nina TZ still on the battle, and Nina TZ wins the battle by getting a call.
Great job by Nina TZ there. Getting the ball, giving possession, giving Hopkinton a free kick around the 40-yard line or so.
So Alex Clark will drop it in, and you'll see about 5 Hillers there on the 18. Ball's in. Dangerous ball. Kulkarni chasing it down. Kulkarni still on it, but finally wrapped up by Amelia Fenley, who had to dive on it to gobble that ball up.
Plymouth North getting a little bit fortunate on some of these balls. Hillers have 2 crossbars, and of course Plymouth North goalkeeper doing a lot to keep them in this game and keep it close.
Another good battle with, boy, Nina TZ is not afraid. She is in there mixing it up with Abby Chambers, but they're quick on the restart. Here come the Eagles. They're moving it out to the side there. Number 2, Darby Mento, into number 10, Abby Chambers, and that's about the first threatening thing we've seen the Eagles do today.
Yeah, they took the quick free kick there. You don't see that very often. Quick free kick, got across and pretty quickly. No one was there to finish up the header from number 10 now.
5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this first half, and you've got the Hillers leading Plymouth North Eagles 1-0 in the round of 32 MIAA State Tournament. Here comes Georgie Clark trying to get some daylight there. faced up against number 4, Ayla Flockton. Georgie Clark moves back. Sees Alex Clark. Alex Clark moving forward. She breaks away a little bit of space to Kulkarni. And the Eagles break up the play. I tell you, Nate, the Eagles have done a pretty good job defensively so far. I mean, holding the girls to 1-0.
Yeah, Hopkinton has gotten their shots, and they've done well so far. But Plymouth North keeping themselves in this game, keeping it tight. But Hopkinton also not relenting on their pressure either.
Here come the Eagles on the counterattack. That's number 10, Abby Chambers, trying to find space against Gronsos, but Gronsos stands her up. Oh, Abby Chambers recovers. Abby Chambers makes the turn. Abby Chambers with a shot from the top of the 18. Ayla Chase is right there to wrap it up. That's a good shot from Abby Chambers.
Plymouth North gaining a little bit of traction against the Hopkinton defense right now, bending, not breaking, but Plymouth North getting chances in now, more than they had in the previous few minutes in this game.
Ayla Flockton trying to keep it from Georgie Clark. The ball's still inbound. Ref didn't call it out. Oh, no, the ref did finally call it out. Okay, so that'll be a
Plymouth North throw.
That'll be a Plymouth North throw-in, yeah. Not making a signal. All right, Plymouth North throws the ball in. Onaga's got it to her feet. Here's Madison Recupero. 2 defenders on her, and she wins a throw-in. Ashley McCann going to come up, step up, take that one. She resets back to Alex Clark. Alex Clark moving toward the center, about the 45-yard, going left to right. Maddie with her ball, 2 defenders on her. Finds Marin O'Connor wide open. Georgie Clark with her back to the goal. Georgie steps it back for Onaga, who takes a shot. And it's wrapped up by Amelia Fenley again. Onaga Kulkarni having a nice shot. Way to get in there.
She's had a couple shots on target so far in this game. Doing a good job pressuring the goalkeeper.
Abby Chambers trying to break away. Alex Clark there. Alex Clark with a smart play just to knock it out of bounds. Reset the defense. But Abby Chambers, since that break, making her presence felt. Here they come again. Plymouth North with a ball into the box. Dangerous ball. Cleared out by Mosier. Now to number 26 down there, McKenna Foley, who brings it back in, but it's far to the left. And that'll be a goal kick for the Hillers. Played short to Juliana Gronsos from Ayla Chase. Gronsos brings it out of her own 18. Surveying the field. Finds Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor with 1 defender on her right side. Now to Nina TZ, who finds some more space and tries to switch the point of attack. But number 15, Grace Mannion, right in her face there. Alex Clark has it right there. Again, Plymouth North doing a good job of putting pressure on the back line of the Hillers. Marin O'Connor chases it down. Here is Madison Recupero moving into the center. She finds Alex Clark wide open. Here comes Ashley McCann down the left side again. This time intercepted by Addie Pye. Alex Clark resets. Defender on her shoulder. Alex Clark trying to keep it in, but it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Ball's in. Here comes Plymouth North toward the center of the field. Juliana Gronsos has to clear it, but number 5, Avery Curtis, is right there, who takes a shot. Ayla Chase has it. Seen a lot more out of Plymouth North in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, Hopkinton and Coach Skiba will probably be a little bit glad to see this half come to a close so they can regroup and continue the action and the game plan that they had in the beginning of this first half.
Mosier working off that defender there. Mosier takes a spill. Mosier does a full somersault, lands back on her feet, and wins the call. That was number 5, Avery Curtis. Boy, this is down to the last couple of minutes here. There can't be much time left on the clock because the clock is frozen at 5 minutes to leave the official time with the referees. Here comes Gronsos pushing the ball up top onto Madison Recupero, challenged by that defender, that Eagle defender, and Plymouth North wins the ball. Here comes Nina. Gronsos again settles it down. Marin O'Connor, defender on her back. She finds Nina TZ, wide open in the middle. Here comes Nina TZ to Kulkarni. Kulkarni with the ball, finds Georgie Clark. Georgie Clark at the top of the 20. Here she goes, right, left, back to her left, back to her right. Threads the needle. Georgie Clark breaking ankles all over that field, but Plymouth North finds a way to clear it out. Back to younger sister Alex Clark. Alex Clark all kinds of time. She finds McCann out there on the open again, as she's done 7 times this game. And that will bring you to the halftime. At the half, the Hillers 1, Plymouth North 0. Nate, what are you seeing from this team?
Hopkinton has done a great job so far maintaining possession, finding their passes, getting everyone involved, while Plymouth North has had a very solid defensive effort so far. Only one goal from Marin effort dividing these two teams so far.
Absolutely. I think Plymouth North has to feel pretty good about where they're standing right there, and going against the number 3 team in the state, the number 5 team nationally. We are going to step aside for halftime at this, folks. You are tuned in to HCAM, and you are watching the Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity in the round of 32 MIAA playoffs. We will be right back. Back to Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity soccer on HCAM. Currently, with about 2 minutes to go before the second half starts, we are seeing the Hopkinton Hillers leading the Plymouth North Eagles 1-0 in this round of 32 playoff game. Now, Plymouth North just played a game 2 days ago, so they should be exhausted. And you can see down here that they're getting a pep talk from their coach, and he's kind of talking to them right now saying, hey, you guys are doing a great job, but you need to keep moving that ball back and forth and keep putting that pressure on. The Hillers, meanwhile, have been dominant in this game. Dominant possession, and they are continuing to press. So we will see what adjustments both coaches make at the half. And this is Peter Thomas. I am joined by my broadcast partner, Nate Thomas, with the very capable John Melton on camera today. Nate, what do you see? What do you expect to see in this second half?
For Hopkinton, I expect them to keep up their offensive pressure, try to put another one into the back of the net and open up this gap a little bit more. And for Plymouth North, I expect more of the same, maybe a little more rhythm on offense, but for the most part, they've been doing a good job pressuring Hopkinton, keeping them on their toes. I expect a lot of the same from both of these teams.
Yep, and the sun goes down, and as the sun goes, so does the temperature. So it's dropping now down to about 52 degrees. And it's going to get a little chilly out there. The Hillers, though, ready, moving from right to left on your screen, wearing their home green colors. Starting lineup looks to be the same as it was that started the first half for the Hillers. Only Marin O'Connor will stay on the field. She has had such a good game, having the only goal of the game so far.
Yeah, she's been a little bit of everywhere. Has some good passes, some good production, putting in a good rotation for Coach Kiba off the bench.
So as Plymouth North comes back to the field, look for number 10, Abby Chambers, the junior forward, to make her presence felt against that Hiller back line. So far, they have bent, they have not broken. Plymouth in the white will get the kickoff. Referees will check their watches here for the official time. And then we will be underway with the second half. Checking the keepers. Clock starts and we're underway. The ball is inbound. Plymouth North looking to catch the Hiller defense off guard with a play down the left side. But Sophia TZ is ready for anything. Kicks the ball out of bounds, and Plymouth North will get the throw in. You are not going to catch that Hiller defense asleep.
I've been very good throughout the season and maintaining good poise and precision in this game so far. It'll take a lot for Plymouth North to be able to get something through their rock solid defense.
Number 10, Recupero with the ball. Here she comes, finding open space. There's Joe DuPont dishing it off to Georgie. Wide open, Georgie Clark. She is lethal when she's on the attack. And here comes Ashley McCann up the near side with a wonderful ball. It is just kicked out of bounds. Expect to see a lot in the near here with Ashley McCann because she has been operating on that left side all day long. Madison Recupero sneaks behind. We've got a mouse in the house. Here she comes, stepping over to the right, to the left. She's going to be at the top of the 18. She finds Joe DuPont. Joe DuPont with a little dish off to Nina TZ. Nina TZ squares up, shoots, and it's just over the outstretched arms of Amelia Fenley. Nice little combination play by the Hillers.
Good shot by Nina Teasy out there. A little ambitious maybe, but doing a good job keeping the Plymouth North goalkeeper honest and on her toes to start this action of the second half.
Ball kicked into the middle of the field. Looks like Joe DuPont there. Nope, it's going to go to Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor. And here's Ashley McCann on the left side. Ashley McCann collects it up, looking for the throw. Joe DuPont takes it down with her chest, and here comes Madison Recupero. It's a foot race, but Plymouth North wins. McCann gathers the ball up. McCann got number 15, Grace Mannion, on her back. Here comes Joe DuPont. Operating there, she dishes it off to Georgie. Georgie to the right. Georgie over the top. Here comes Recupero. Free into the 18. Recupero slows it down. Waits for the runner. Here comes the runner. It's Georgie Clark. Who else? Georgie to her left. Georgie with a shot. And it's saved by Amelia Fenley. Great build-up between Madison and Georgie. One of those will go.
She has had a very good game so far, both Georgie and Emily Fenway, the Plymouth North goalkeeper. Emily Fenley has had a few key saves in this match that have kept Hopkinton's lead slim and close enough to keep this game competitive.
She sure has. Here comes Alex Clark, number 19, up the side. And she finds her sister Georgie Clark, 21, who dishes it off for Madison Recupero. And back to Georgie Clark. Georgie Clark moving forward on Plymouth North. And wide open is Joe DuPont running down. She's at the top of the 18 on the right. Takes a shot, and it's over. Good ball movement by the Hillers. They're cranking away now.
They're getting their chances and taking advantage of them. You know, whether it be close up like Georgie shot a few minutes ago, or these long shots that they're taking, trying to slot another one home and open this lead up a little bit more.
Ball is kicked away, but it's won by... Oh, I thought Joe DuPont was going to get there. Oh, Marin O'Connor steps in to break it up. And she earns a Hiller throw-in. Here comes McCann. McCann throws it into Recupero. Recupero tries to win it, goes over her head. Recupero back. Alex Clark steps up. Wonderful defense by Alex Clark. And here comes Gronzo stepping in. And here comes Sophia Zuganata stepping in, and she does finally clear it away. Joe DuPont waiting. Here comes Joe DuPont. She is looking to dish it off. She does finally to Kulkarni. Kulkarni to Sophia Zuganatas. But the Plymouth North Eagles break it up. And here comes Plymouth North. That's number 10, Abby Chambers, trying to get to it, but she can't. And it'll be Sophia Zuganatas with the throw-in for the Hillers. She resets back to her defender, her captain, Juliana Gronzos, who swings it to Alex Clark. The girls bring it back across the middle of the left side. Here comes Madison Recupero, checking in for the ball. And on to go Kulkarni. Madison leaves it off. Here comes Maddie. She's streaking down the right side. Broken up by Plymouth North. Does a good job. That defender did a good job to take Madison off the ball there. And it's into the middle, and Alex Clark has it. She has plenty of time. Will bring it down. What's she going to do? Clark, she finds Marin O'Connor with her back to the goal. Marin tries to make a move, but number 12, Addie Pye, breaks it up. Alex Clark again recovers. Here comes Onigal Kulkarni in the middle to Madison Recupero, wide open Madison, and she tries to find Georgie Clark, who just can't get to the ball, just a little out of reach. But the game is really opening up for both teams right now. What a move by Gronzos that was to use her body and just take it away from Abby Chambers. All kinds of time for Nina TZ. Gronzos resets. Gronzos going to take a look, spread the field a little bit, and it's up. Oh, she tries to make a pass, but that Plymouth North defender stepped in. Ball goes out of bounds. Sophia TZ with the throw.
A crucial point for both teams here, where Hopkinton's trying to maintain this lead and add on, while Plymouth North tries to cash in, tie this game up relatively soon. So look out for these next few minutes. We'll have some fast-paced action while both teams try to open this game up or tie it up.
Madison with the ball. Madison with the shot, and it's just deflected. Just deflected by Amelia Fenley. And oh, goodness, that should be a corner kick, but apparently it's a goal kick.
Looks like Madison Recupero just put it wide there. It's hard to tell if there was a deflection or not and all that commotion, but nevertheless, great effort by Madison Recupero, doing all she can and more to try to slot another one home, the second goal for the Hillers.
Goal kick up and away. Georgie Clark steps in. Joe DuPont, Georgie and Joe are on a mission right now. They have got to make their mark in this game. Georgie to the right side. Here she switches back to her left side and to her right side and to her left. What a little back heel to Joe DuPont, who kind of wasn't ready for it almost. And boy, was that a nice little play there. That'll be a Plymouth North throw-in. If you were watching earlier, that was Hiller boys defeated Duxbury 3-1 to move on to the Sweet 16. Let's see if the girls can do the same. Nina TZ up to the middle to Georgie. But it is intercepted by number 2, Darby Mento in the back. Mento moves it up. Marin O'Connor steps in, deflects the ball for a Plymouth North throw. Plymouth North, number 12, Addie Pye with the throw-in. Good win there by Ashley McCann. O'Connor finds Recupero. Ball into play, and Alex Clark has got a battle on her hands. Abby Chambers tries to get by her, but she can't. Alex Clark finds the ball. Off to Onigal Kulkarni. Brought down by Sophia TZ. Marin O'Connor going to step in there, and there's Madison Recupero to reset. Nina TZ gets moved off the ball, but Marin O'Connor recovers, and the girls reset. Back to Alex Clark, calming the play down. Rare giveaway by Alex Clark, but it doesn't matter because Gronsos is there, and now McCann is off to the left. Alex Clark with the ball from McCann. Georgie Clark with the ball. Number 21, here she goes to Joe DuPont, her teammate, her forward, her partner in crime. DuPont finds Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor off to the right side. There is Nina Zuganok streaking down Sophia. Onigal Kulkarni into the box, tries to make the turn. Number 23, Tess Driscoll there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Hiller throw. Sophia Zuganatis there. Quickly gets it back in. Madison Recupero checking in. Madison brings the ball down. Takes a look. Sees Alex Clark checking into the middle for her, and there is indeed Alex Clark. Alex Clark coming out, trying to swing it in. Alex with a nice long shot. In that game against Millis, she scored from 45 yards out. Alex Clark's got a cannon on that left foot, but today it was a little low. Amelia Fenley wraps it up. Ball comes out. It is brought down by Madison Recupero, who heads it. Here comes Ashley McCann. Kulkarni has it now. Kulkarni taking it to her right side, looking for an option. Who's she got? Tries to get it to Joe, but it's just off to the left. Nice step there by Ashley McCann. Sophia Zuganatis. Now, here we got Alex Clark and Gronsos. Gronsos with the ball on the right side. Gronsos brings it up to Joe DuPont, who checks in for the ball. Joe DuPont coming down with her left side, moving right to left. Finds Madison Recupero. Wide open. Back to Georgie. Georgie tries to spin it through to Marin, but it's just a little bit out of reach. Wrapped up by Amelia Finley again.
Plymouth North doing a good job still keeping Hopkinton offense in check, making sure that they're going to have to work as hard as they can to get that second goal in, while Hopkinton defense remaining consistent as well as the offense, following the game plan, following procedure, doing well thus far. And
Looks like we
have another change coming in, number 29 for North Plymouth, replacing number 8 in the central midfield. We'll see what kind of impact this sub can have on the game. Haley Carmen replacing number 8, Emma Rush.
Ball in from Plymouth North, and here we go. Good battle with Nina TZ down there. Kulkarni brings it down to her left foot, comes down on the right, but nobody's there. She puts it into the corner. Why not? Georgie's got legs. She's going to come down, going to go try to find the ball, but ends up earning, again, something productive. You know, every time Georgie touches the ball, something productive happens, and this time she earned a throw-in.
And you can see there, too, on that ball, it looked like it was a ball to nowhere, but Georgia utilizing her speed, forcing a throw-in so Hopkinton can maintain possession.
Joe DuPont at the top of the 18. Kulkarni back to Alex Clark. Alex Clark wide open. Why not? She's dribbling through. Alex Clark taking a foul, but why not? And there's a shot from Alex Clark. It's off the goalkeeper. Amelia Fenley saves it. Deflected. And here we go. Plymouth North turning it the other way. Alex Clark feeling the game. Here comes Nina TZ to her sister Sophia TZ. Sophia takes her time. Looks like Alex Clark is down on the field right now. They're going to call a timeout for the injury, and while they do, we're going to step aside. Off, replaced by Laura Mosier. Ball into Juliana Gronsos, dropped at her feet. And Madison Recupero has it. Here comes Ashley McCann finding Onigal Kulkarni in the middle of the game. Kulkarni turns back to her right, to her left, to her right, to her left. Kulkarni shakes that defender free, but can't make the pass connect. Mosier steps in. Gronsos is there. Gronsos has Abby Chambers on her again. Abby Chambers just so physical there against the Hopkinton defense. And here we go, Mosier with the ball. Mosier brings it back up. Connecting with Georgie Clark down the right side. Georgie Clark doing things Georgie does. Into the middle, looking for Joe, but it's just a little bit far. But Marin O'Connor putting some pressure on that, trying to save that, and ultimately does that pressure earns a throw in for the Hillers. And she gets the ball in quickly. Ashley McCann there. McCann trying to collect it. That's okay. Here we go with another Hiller throw in. McCann calming it down. Finds Joe. Joe with her back to the 18. Joe to the right. Joe to the left. And a shot. And it's into the hands of Amelia Finley. Wonderful little turn and shoot for Joe DuPont.
Yeah, great shot. And note about North Plymouth right now there. They'll like to take advantage with Alex, who has had a very good game so far for the defense. They'll try to press maybe a little more and gain a little bit of advantage in that offensive front with the substitution Laura Mosier coming in. Try to equalize this in the coming minutes.
So there's a little combination there from Sophia TZ to Madison and back. And that ball stepped in. Oh, Joe's going to get to it, but the Plymouth North defender steps forward. Gronsos has it and collects. This is a very, very entertaining and tight game today, folks. Nice ball to Marin O'Connor. Steps out. This is a very close game considering Hopkinton is number 3 and Plymouth North is like number 32 or something in the tournament. So they are playing very, very well, Plymouth North.
In Plymouth's first game, too, as they've already played one, they did pitch a shutout against, I'm not sure who they played, but
Cambridge.
Cambridge. They did pitch a shutout against Cambridge. That game ended 0-0, and ultimately Plymouth North pulled it out in PKs. But that does show that their defense is very good, and we are seeing that right now, as it is only 1-0 with one of the best offenses in the league.
Marin O'Connor getting screened out there. Marin O'Connor trying to work around those defenders and just break free, and she does. Marin O'Connor still with the ball, but finally bottled up by number 25, Katie Westberg, who clears it out. Mosier brings it down. Mosier looking to the left. Mosier finds Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor with that girl on her shoulder again. Here to Sophia TZ, switches the point, and Sophia TZ tries to dribble through, unable to get through that defender. Madison Recupero coming back to collect the ball. She's going to find Sophia TZ out there with some space. Oniga's there. A little 1-2 pass between Oniga and Sophia. Sophia down the right side, looking up. Plenty of time to operate. She finds Joe DuPont checking to her. And it's a shot from Nina TZ. But it's over the bar again.
Great things from Hopkinton we're seeing right now. All these combo plays and all the little things, too. You see Sophia making that run up and Annika filling in for her. These positionless players doing their best to maintain their shape and formation and follow the game plan to slot another one home.
Yeah, you're seeing the Hillers put a lot more pressure on now after that injury timeout. Madison goes for it. Ashley McCann's got that eagle on her back. That's number 18 there, Brielle Howard. But Gronsos is there to kick it away. That's a throw in for number 12, Addie Pye, the junior midfielder, who seems to be playing in the defense. Off of Abby Chambers, back to Gronsos. Gronsos going to kick it back to Ayla Chase, who will reset, looking to either switch the point of attack or go back out to Gronsos. Balls to Mosier. Mosier clears it up, looking to get it to Recupero, but the Eagles step in front of it. Back to Mosier. Back to Sophia TZ. Back to Ayla Chase. Hiller defense will reset again. Here comes Gronsos. Gronsos with plenty of time to look up. Madison checking in, but she gives it to the McCann on the left side. There's Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor bottled up. 2 defenders on her. Marin O'Connor still fighting, and it's taken away by the Eagles. Mosier on it. Ayla Chase able to wrap that ball up. Number 18 for the Eagles takes a seat. That is Brielle Howard, the freshman. She looks a little banged out. It looks like they're going to give her a sub, and she does. Number 15, Grace Mannion, comes back on to replace her.
Yeah, she took that clearance straight to around the stomach area. Just got that wind knocked out of her. Needs to take a couple minutes to breathe and feel a little better. But great stuff from her so far, and we hope she gets better soon.
Referee going to drop the ball for Ayla Chase. Ayla's going to punt it away. Kulkarni running onto this. She's got it down to her feet. Feeding it to Georgie. Georgie, here she goes. She's on the loose. Georgie's in the midfield. On the loose. One defender tracking her. To Joe DuPont. Joe DuPont using her strength and her size. Does the little pullback there. Finds Georgie at the top of the 18. Georgie turns right, turns left, turns right. Georgie breaking free and shoots, and it's deflected out by the Eagles, but Sophia TZ still battling for it. And it is a Eagle throw-in. Georgie Clark so lethal at that 18-yard and in spot. Sophia TZ throwing the ball in. And here we go again. Laura Mosier squaring up. The Eagle gets by her, but there's Gronsos ready to bail her out. Gronsos with the ball. But Plymouth North intercepts. Sophia TZ giving chase. And that ball goes out for a Hiller throw. Ashley McCann will have that. Number 10, Abby Chambers, putting the pressure on her.
That was a good track back by Nina TZ there. Coming back from her normal offensive midfield position, clearing that ball out, giving the Hillers another throw, and putting the pressure on Plymouth North, as she has been all night so far.
Ball is up by Gronsos. Joe's going to play the bounce. She does, but there are a couple of Eagles waiting for it. Joe wins the header. Who's going to run onto it? No one else but Georgie Clark coming from the right side, putting pressure on number 24, Elise Micah, as she does. Ball goes out for a Hiller throw. No, it is going to be a Plymouth North throw. Lots of fans out there, 22 minutes left. Hillers are leading 1-0 in a very, very tight game against Plymouth North. Both teams know it is win or go home. The Hillers have got to win if they want to get onto the Sweet 16. Here comes Nina TZ up the field operating. Here comes Madison, all kinds of time and space. Madison moves left. She gets her jersey pulled, but she's on her feet still. Madison, quick pull back. Here she goes. She pulls a highlight reel. There's Madison open with the ball, and it's saved! Madison Recupero saved, but the ball's back in by Onaga. Amelia Fenley with an incredible save on Madison Recupero.
Fenway doing a great job back there so far. She's had at least 5 of these saves that have kept this game very close so far. She is the primary reason that Plymouth North is still fighting right now.
Amelia Fenley is playing out of her mind today. Ball's in. Here comes Georgie Clark. Georgie moves to her right, coming across, looking for the 18. She's got to get a goal. Here comes Joe DuPont giving chase. Amelia Fenley comes sliding out and wraps it up. Coach telling her to hold it. Slow it down, Amelia, he's saying. Give her team a chance to get up the field. Ball in. Onigal Kulkarni looks to win it, but it's flicked on by a Plymouth North defender. Mosier gets beat. Mosier recovers with the header. Here comes the ball. Gronsos is there. Abby Clark gives her a shove in the back. That's a foul, but it was uncalled by the referee. But that was a straight shove in the back. Ball goes out of bounds.
Great job by
Juliana. Hiller throw.
Great job by Juliana fighting through that, not letting it get in her head, continuing to do her job back there.
Boy, I tell you, Abby Chambers did everything but take her pocketbook there. That was a mugging. Here comes Madison moving right to left. Madison breaks free of her defender. Madison still on the ball. Number 4, Ayla Flock to give you chase. Madison in the 18. Madison shoots it. It goes over the top. She is feeling it. She's got to get a goal. She wants to go home, rest her head on her pillow, and know she scored tonight.
She's had a couple of opportunities so far, and after that missed shot, we have a couple more subs coming in for Plymouth North now. We have number 11, Kylie Cook, and number 8, Emmy Rush, replacing 29 and 4, who is Haley Carmen and Ayla Flockton, respectively.
Joe DuPont with the ball. She passes it off to Recupero. Recupero looking up. She's trying to get open. Marin, are you getting open? There she says. Here comes Georgie. Georgie comes and checks the ball. Georgie has the little step pull back and turns back to her right. Georgie trying to make a move on the defender to get by her, but the defender does well to stand her up. Gronsos. Here comes Abby Chambers. Abby Chambers with a handball that is called. Abby Chambers' handball is called. The referee was right there. He saw the same thing we saw and stopped the play.
Good play by Ashley McCann there, and Juliana Gronsos bottling her up, preventing her from catching her legs and breaking through.
Ball in by Gronsos. Flicked on by Georgie Clark. Turned by Joe DuPont. Nice little pullback by DuPont, trying to find an open player. Here comes Ashley McCann at the last minute. Streaking down the left side. Marin O'Connor trying to win. McCann's got to get back. Abby Chambers has beat her on that ball. Here comes Nina TZ. Well done, Nina TZ, to save that ball. Just kick it out of bounds and get a reset. Nina TZ bailing her out.
She has been everywhere today, Nina TZ, from making plays in the upper third to having some essential pokes and tackles out here in the Hopkinton's defensive front.
Hiller throw in. Ashley McCann will get one down here. Ball's in. Great throw by her. Madison squaring up there, trying to win it against number 8 there, Emmy Rush. Ball is up and over, but confidently headed away by Juliana Gronsos, the captain. Madison Recupero looking for somebody to run off of her. Plenty of time. Ashley McCann, plenty of time. I will tell you, the Eagles have done a much better job down the left side in this half than they did on the last one. The Hillers were operating with impunity in the first half, but this time the Eagles have locked it down. But here comes the through ball to Joe DuPont. Just cleared away. It's going to be a Hiller throw in.
Yeah, the Eagles have certainly done a better job keeping a hold on a close on the channels today, making sure that Hopkinton can't get so many easy runs through the middle and through the outside channels.
Ball in. Gronsos has got it. Gronsos is moving left. Gronsos finds McCann. McCann comes back. McCann pulls back. McCann to Mosier. Mosier to Kulkarni. Kulkarni checking in. Kulkarni coming off the left side, but is beat. Here comes the counterattack from the Eagles. Still on it. Here comes Plymouth North. Abby Chambers coming down. Can she get there? Gronsos hot on their heels. Chambers got the ball. Chambers moves by. Gronsos, such a great use of the body. Boxes her out. Gronsos recovers, and she's off to the races. That is wonderful defense. That's why the Hillers are so dominant this year. Joe DuPont turns it. Here comes the attack. Oh, Joe DuPont takes a shot from number 8, Emmy Rush. Goes down and earns the free kick.
Nice job, Joe.
Abby Chambers going to take a quick breather. Number 13, number 18, Brielle Howard coming in to replace her. Nina TZ at about the 45-yard line looking to drop that ball in, and she does. And it's Oniga, and it's Georgie, and it's wrapped up by Amelia Finley once again.
She got a phenomenal step on that ball. Looked like Georgie was just going to get a little poke over the goalkeeper right there, but
good win.
Double zeros in the back, doing her job once again, supplying the effort for the Eagles.
Hold the ball, says the referee. Plymouth North making another substitution. Number 12, Addie Pye coming off, replaced by number 13, Mia Delap, the sophomore.
It looks like we have a timeout in action
on the field. With that, we're going to step away. It is 15 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the second half. The Hillers are leading Plymouth North 1-0. You are watching Hillers on HCAM. Minutes left in this matchup between Plymouth North and the Hopkinton Hillers. Your girls are leading 1-0 right now in the round of 32 MIAA playoffs. The Hillers have to win. It is win or go home for both teams. Both teams want to get onto that Sweet 16 desperately. Plymouth North coach Eric Foley is doing a great job coaching his team into playing one of the toughest teams in the state right now, in the country right now. And Plymouth North going toe-to-toe with the Hillers. Good sign to see Alex Clark back on the field for the Hillers on the defense. She is back in.
I believe she replaced Sophie TZ on that far side, and they've pushed Laura Mosier from a center back position out there to right back.
Okay, and Plymouth North will throw it in from their own 45-yard line. Ball's in play. Oniga wins it with her header. Here comes Madison Recupero. She's operating down on the right side. She drops it back to Mosier. Mosier taps it to Nina TZ, who takes it, switches it up. Ball gets through, number 24, Elise Micah there. Up to number 8, Emmy Rush. Emmy Rush moving the ball. She finds her midfielder on the left, calls for the ball back, but it goes instead to Alex Clark. Alex Clark's got the ball, calms it down, brings it forward. Nina TZ with the ball, still on the offense, still on the attack. Here comes Madison Recupero, squaring up that defender off her right shoulder. She's taking a look. She makes a move to her right. Madison Recupero finds some space. Madison Recupero looking for Joe DuPont. Madison dips it off to Nina TZ. Nina TZ with a shot, and it's a goal! Nina Zuganadis in the 14th minute with an absolute banger to the top post.
A great shot by Nina TZ right there. With her left foot, just laid off by Madison Recupero, and Nina took that with her off foot, slotted it home right over the keeper's head. Nothing she could do about that.
Unbelievable shot from Nina TZ from distance. Goalkeeper Amelia Fenley has been so good all day, but that time, as my broadcast partner said, there was nothing she could do about it. Ball's into Marin O'Connor, and it's deflected out. Here comes Marin. Marin's going to get that call, but it goes to Ashley McCann for the Hiller throw-in. Hillers are staring down 2 minutes. They've got to hold on to get past Plymouth North into the round of 16. Georgie Clark has the ball, moves to her right. They're not done yet. Here they come. Madison Recupero lets it go by Marin O'Connor, boxed out by Abby Chambers. Ball deflected, and that will be a substitution for Plymouth North. Looks like number 13, Mia Delop, coming off. Plymouth North will get another throw in on the near side. Number 2, Darby Mento throwing that ball in. Abby Chambers again. We've said her name a lot today. She's been in a lot of action. 26 moving it forward. That was McKenna Foley. Alex Clark is going to collect that ball, but Abby Chambers, look out, she's right there, and she's physical. There's Alex Clark, now bringing it down to Marin O'Connor. Little wall pass into Madison Recupero, who comes our most recent goal scorer, Nina TZ, to Laura Mosier. Mosier on the right side to Kulkarni. Kulkarni to Mosier. Mosier moving it up the right side to Madison Recupero, who finds some space, operating down the right side of the field. She is so dangerous in the corner. Watch her do it. She'll put the razzle-dazzle on, try to dribble through it. She does, and gets deflected away at the last minute, but it's recovered down there by Georgie Clark. Back to Mosier. Mosier off to the left to Nina TZ. There's a foul there. There is an absolute foul, and the Hillers are going to get the ball from the 20-yard line in a very dangerous position.
Yeah, great job by Madison Recupero on that far side, fighting through contact. Ref gave the play on signal. Madison just doing her thing as she does every game, beating up the defense, getting through players, making plays. And we have looks like Nina TZ lining up for the free kick here. We'll
Nina TZ looking to notch her second of the game. Let's see if she goes for the brace. Wall jumping up and down to disrupt her. Here comes the ball in. She plays it low instead to number 8. It's deflected by Plymouth North over Mosier's head. Here comes the streaking forward from Plymouth North, but it goes out of bounds, and Mosier will have the throw in. There's a substitution, looks like Tedstone coming on, replacing Joe DuPont. And Steph Johnson replacing Onigal Kulkarni. 12 minutes to go. Kulkarni has played almost every minute of this game and has done an admirable job.
Yeah, she has done a great job in the midfield, controlling the tempo, making crucial plays when necessary. And we also see Nicole Tedstone, number 13, seeing her first action of this game and the postseason so far. We'll see what kind of impact she can have while replacing Joe DuPont, who has also had an excellent game up top for the Hillers.
O'Connor and Recupero are moving the ball with pace right now. There's Georgie. Back at the top of the 18, back to the goal. Recupero. Back to Johnson. Here comes Maddie. And it's saved by Amelia Fenley once again. I tell you, folks, I have seen so many goals out of Madison this game and have never seen her miss 2 in a row at that range. I tell you what, Amelia Fenley ate her Wheaties this morning because she is unstoppable usually. Good shot from Alex Clark. There's a collision between Clark and Chambers. They're going to stop play. There's an injury timeout. And while that happens, we're going to step aside. We're back with 11 minutes to go. Hillers leading Plymouth North 2-0 in this round of 32. Alex Clark getting the free kick for the Hillers. She's going to move it upfield. Looking for her sister Georgie, who makes a long bending run, but the ball's just a little too long, and Amelia Fenley grabs it up. Plymouth North saying, hey, it's time to go. It's now or never for them. 10 minutes to go. They have got to get something going if they want to survive in this playoff tournament. Here comes Nina TZ stepping forward. Nina TZ brings the ball down. TZ makes a move. It's a physical battle. What else would you expect between her and another player? Abby Chambers breaking through. Gronzo's coming up. Abby Chambers gets the shot off, and it is just wide to the right. Out for a corner kick for Plymouth North. Abby Chambers doing everything she could to bend it, but Gronzo's was right in her hip pocket. She couldn't get by her.
Yeah, great job by Abby Chambers, number 10 there too, just getting a shot off, getting it by Ayla Chase. Looked like it was going wide, but Hopkinton clearing it just to play safe.
McKenna Foley for the Eagles. Here comes the corner kick. Ball's in. It's long. It's in for the goal. Oh, it's a goal for the Eagles off that corner kick, off the far post, and the Eagles bench erupts. They are thrilled. It is now 2-1. Plymouth North against the Hopkinton Hillers.
Oh, great service in, great corner in right there for Foley on the corner. Great service right at the edge of the box, right over the hands of
Plymouth North is showing that there is life in the body still. They are not done yet. Here comes Madison Recupero. Little crossover. She's going to go coast to coast. Here goes Madison, but she's boxed out, and that's a foul. The ref says, no, ma'am, you cannot do that. It's going to be a kick for the Hillers.
Yeah, Plymouth North doing all they can to keep Madison Recupero out of the 18. They know she's had a few golden chances today. The goalkeeper seems to be reading her like a book so far, but looking to keep Madison Recupero from doing any further damage while there's still time left on the clock.
Nina TZ with a little pass off to Alex Clark. Ball's in play. Hillers don't look like they were ready for that. Alex Clark wasn't quite sure. That's okay. It'll deflect. It'll be a throw-in for the Hillers.
Both teams look a little out of sync right now after that goal. A little confusion by Hopkinton on that play, just tapping it, and no one really acting. And Plymouth North seem a little confused about play right now.
Ball back to Alex Clark. You are 8 minutes left. You've got Peter Thomas, Nate Thomas, and John Melton here on the HCAM broadcast team. We are bringing you playoff action. This is a very, very tight game between the Hillers and Plymouth North Eagles. Laura Mosier squaring up against that midfielder. She tries to get by her, and she does, and she crosses it in, but Ayla Chase is waiting there. Abby Chambers was running on. Ayla Chase ready as always. Ball back in. Here comes the punt. Both teams stepping up the momentum right now. Both teams trying. They know it's win or go home. Recupero brings the ball down. Looks for the pass. There's Steph Johnson streaking through the middle, unable to collect it. Number 15, Grace Mannion there, giving Zuganatis a little trouble. Mannion recovers it, unable to keep it in, and Gronzos has it. Juliana Gronzos able to keep the ball. She hands it off to Laura Mosier back there, who will do the throw-in. The Hillers just need to relax. They need to settle the game down.
Yeah, they started out fast. They've continued to play fast. We have just about 8 minutes left. 1 goal lead for the Hillers. They just need to slow down, calm down, keep possession of the ball, try to block off any momentum that Plymouth North has been gaining.
Gransos to Recupero. Recupero avoids the foul, even though it was. She gets through it in. She tries to make the pass. Here's Nicole Tedstone with the ball moving right to left. Little too far out in front of her. Ball goes away. Nina TZ recollects. Alex Clark has the ball. Alex Clark looks to Nina TZ. Back to Nina. Nina TZ looking at Georgie Clark. Wide open out there on the right side. Georgie Clark's going to make the move. Come across to the left side of the field. Georgie slowing it down. Foot on the ball. Little pullback. Drops it back to Mosier. Mosier into the box. Tedstone running onto it. Collected by the defender. The Eagles have it. Tedstone giving chase. Ball goes out, and it's going to be a Hiller throw-in.
Hopkinton seems to look a little disconnected in the midfield right now. There's a lot of gaps and holes that Plymouth North is trying to take advantage of, but so far holding firm, not letting anything get by for an equalizer for Plymouth North.
Back to Gransos. Back to Marin O'Connor. Marin O'Connor finding some space. Here comes Alex Clark, streaking up. Looking to find her sister, Georgie. She does at the top of the box. Georgie turns. Georgie open, left, and shot! It's a goal for Georgie Clark! She gets her 19th of the season, and a sister-to-sister combination there. Wonderful strike.
17th goal for Georgie so far. First of the postseason. Pretty much extinguishes a lot of the light left for Plymouth North. Hopkinton up by 2. Great play by, great setup. Sister to sister, Alex to Georgie, and great finish after dodging a couple defenders with the left foot.
In the 6th minute, Georgie Clark throws a dagger at Plymouth North, and the Hillers lead 3-1. Off the field comes Marin O'Connor, who has had a heck of a game, and in replacing her is Anigo Kulkarni on this left side. Here comes Abby Chambers. She wants something to go on. What a stick by Ashley McCann. She says, "You're not getting by me today." Back in from Plymouth North. It's a desperation shot. Ayla Chase is there to wrap it up with 15 Grace Mannion running onto it. Wow. It's a slugfest, Nate.
For Hopkinton, too, all three of their goals, Marin, Nina, Georgie have all calm, left-footed shots. All these girls are righties. Kind of preaches what Coach Keeb has been teaching them in practice and what they've been practicing on their own with the off-foot skills. 3 goals, 3 great shots off-foot. Shows their good ability with the ball and the commitment they're putting in.
Tedstone, she's not done. She's working against that defender. Pulls back. She finds Steph Johnson coming into the 18, but it's taken away. Mosier tries to collect. It goes through. Mosier tries to recover. Mosier does recover, and she's able to make the pass to Recupero. Recupero with the ball. She's on the right side. She's dragging it down. Little step over. Here she comes. She's into the corner, and it goes out of bounds for a Hiller corner kick.
Maddie is so tricky with the ball as usual. Saw her shuffling down the sideline, just rolling it along. Not as easy as it looks. Short corner taken here. See if it goes back to Maddie or what they can do with the ball.
Into Zuganatas with Johnson getting a foot on it. Kulkarni was in the neighborhood, but it rolls out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Plymouth North. The clock has stopped at 5 minutes. The referees are keeping official time. 5 minutes until the Hiller girls move on to the Sweet 16 if they can hold the Plymouth North Eagles off. Georgie with a turn. Kulkarni trying to get there. It has been a very physical game. Alex Clark with the ball. 2 Plymouth North defenders. They know their season's on the line. It's win or go home for both, so they're giving it all they've got. Here comes Recupero back across. Recupero finding space. She's so quick, so clever. Here she comes into the 18. Recupero wants that goal. She's down to the corner. She's faced out by the... What a turn that was. And the Hiller fan section erupts. The Hiller boys who are watching, they erupt because Madison made it through, but the ball comes back out. Nina TZ with the win. Back to Madison. Recupero at about 20 yards. Into Georgie, whose back is to the goal. Finds Kulkarni with a shot and a save by Amelia Finley, but a beautiful combination again.
It's been a good job by the Hillers, maintaining pressure on the ball and not. They see that they have 3 goals, a 2-goal lead. in the margins, but they're not slowing down, still keeping up tempo, making sure that they can maintain this firm grip on the lead, not let anything through.
Tedstone puts on the wheels. Here she comes down to the corner looking for the cross, and it's taken by Amelia Finley again. Not a bad idea, though, with Georgie Clark running near post. Amelia Finley almost win it. Oh, that's almost a handball from Amelia Finley as she drags that ball across the 18-yard box. Onigal Kulkarni's got the ball down there. She's got a little space. Here comes the defender. Kulkarni going to reset to McCann. McCann with the ball here on the right side. Here you go, into Steph Johnson. Steph Johnson brings it down. Madison Cooper running off her right side. Here comes Maddie. Maddie into the box. Maddie putting the moves on. Little bit right, little bit left. Madison with a little pass through, trying to find her partner, Georgie Clark, just unable to get there. Who is that out there? Steph Johnson trying to get the ball. Here comes McCann. The Eagles are trying to get a counterattack going. Gronsos with a step. Here comes Kulkarni. Kulkarni to Recupero with time. Recupero to Georgie. Recupero on the run. Recupero into the box. Maddie into the box, denied, but Georgie's there! And it's just over the bar. Georgie shot it from 8 yards out, and it just flies over the box. But it was a nice build-up.
Great work by Maddie Recupero again, demonstrating her unselfishness. She had a team-leading 14 assists in the regular season, showing her ability to make her teammates shine and get the ball into the net.
Onigal Kulkarni tangled up there, no foul. Gronsos with a step. She's not going to let that ball by her tonight. She's on a mission now. Steph Johnson pushes it up. Laura Mosier with the header. Laura Mosier's going to chase after it. Tedstone lets it roll out of bounds for a Hiller throw.
It would have been a great game for the Hillers defense too, especially Ashley McCann and Juliana Gronsos out there. They played almost the entire game, especially when Alex Young went out with a brief injury. They held down the fort, made sure that nothing has gone by to keep the Eagles in this game.
That's
so
right.
far.
We are down to the final minutes of this game with the Hillers leading 3-1. They are just trying to hold Plymouth North off, but the Eagles are not making it easy. The Eagles are desperate to get something going here. Alex Clark has it out to Mosier there. Mosier quickly moves it into Steph Johnson, who loses her footing. The field is getting slippery down there. Into number 10, Abby Chambers. Abby Chambers with the ball, shakes her defender free. Abby Chambers still with the ball. She's got Nina TZ on her. Good physical battle. Here comes the ball in over the top. Ayla Chase running onto it. The Hillers are bending. They are not breaking. Ayla Chase pops it into the middle. And Georgie Clark chasing that ball down. Onigal Kulkarni. She's in a foot race. It's a battle down there in the near side of the field, and the Eagle just kicks it out of bounds so that they can give a Hiller throw and reset. But here comes Georgie into the box with the ball. Again, it'll be a Hiller throw on the near side. Ashley McCann will scoop it up. Hillers just need to kill the clock at this point to get out of here with the win. Georgie Clark going to hold it, and the referee calls the game, and that is your game, folks. Hillers win 3-1 over the Plymouth North Eagles. The Hillers are in to the Sweet 16 of the MIAA State Playoffs. What do you think, Nate?
It was a great game by the girls. They held strong in all positions. All the players shined brightly. Gives Coach Kiva to look forward to. Coach Kiva and the team to look forward to next game, what they can do and how they can perform.
That was a wonderful display of offense and defense, and I'll tell you what I saw in that game too is there was a physicality there that the Hillers played with that they haven't shown in the regular season. They didn't allow themselves to get knocked around, and they played them very, very well. Plymouth North played very, very well. That was an excellent game, and the Hillers are on to the round of 16. We will keep you posted on Hop News and HCAM TV when you can tune into that game. So for now, folks, I am Peter Thomas on behalf of my broadcast partner, Nate Thomas, and the cameraman, John Melton. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Hillers on HCAM. So long.